Hello YouTube and welcome to match day 4 of the New Zealand Blood Bowl League. It's the Iron Squirrels up against the Winter Sea Maidens, Shield Maidens, easy for me to say. Got a Norse team with 13 players, Apo 3 rerolls. The skill ups they have is Offend and Dauntless Lino, 1 Block Ulf, and we have Dodge and Side. Dodge and Side step about. It's interesting rather than going for Wrestle Block. Yeah, they have 13 players and they have, let's say, the Apo. Our team, that's their team. Our team was still waiting for a couple of level ups. We're very close to a couple of level ups, I should say. So we've got Block Runner and we've got 1 Guard. That is it for our skills, but Starfet and Dragon here are both on 4. Yoda and Mafia are both MVP ready. The Slayer is 1 off, and this Blitzer is touchdown ready. So we've got a lot of players that are very close to actually leveling in very close. Hello, Lord Ghibli. Want to see something glorious? I also want to see something glorious. Oh no, we got the New Zealand issue again. No, it all works. Okay. Oh shit! I forgot to. I forgot to kick my never mind. Never mind. I don't think a keg would have done much.
Nuts
anyway.
For the nuts god! Nuts for the nuts throne!
Ishigo Kuto just subscribed for 11 months. Good morning, Nutters.
Ichigo Kuto, the 11 months with the Nutters. Thank you so much. That's extremely kind of you. That's summer holiday and I already want them back at school. Yes, 11 months with the Nutters at Ichigo Kuto. Thank you so much. Almost a year, that's scary. Right, where do I want the Slayer? Don't think I want the Slayer on the line. That's the annoying thing here. We'll try that. I said a few times, I'd say I'm not a dwarf expert. That's a good start. Meaty burns a reroll. Hey, Grave. We will go this way, because this could end up being the blitz, if this is not a knockdown. And it's not a knockdown. Okay, still not knockdown. Good, good. Makes the pick up. And then we'll come one this way, just in case they try anything spicy around the side. But not an ideal first turn. 2 knockdowns. Didn't knock him down at all after what, like 3 or 4 blocks, and no armor breaks. And we had to burn a reroll because we rolled a double skull. I know, DRP. I know. Someone on YouTube wanted Dwarves. That's why I'm playing Dwarves. Once the season's over, I won't be playing them again. But I think it does nicely tick off a... I said a few times, I just kind of want to get a run with every team anyway, so it's, you know, although Dwarves aren't my favourite, it would be nice to have at least one of every team, run of every team on for YouTube. I'd be interested to see how well it does. So, like, the lesser teams seem to do better on YouTube than the more popular teams, which is interesting. Like, Flings did really well. Oh my god, I can't knock that guy over. That's really, really messed this whole... What is going on with these dice? There we go. That's a POW. I've heard rumours of these. We still haven't broken armor. That's not good. Oh, we broke armor! And we killed someone! Yay! And that's now good Dwarf Merton, 1-star player, point away from leveling. Right, does leave... No, it doesn't quite... No, it doesn't leave... Unless he dodges, it doesn't leave... If he dodges, it leaves a surf on. But he'd have to dodge. Hey, what a 9. Not just me. Cisco might play Dwarfs in the Nut Cup. I'm not playing Dwarfs in the Nut Cup. Oh, you're playing Dwarfs in the Nut Cup. Oh, a skull. Oh, if that re-rolled into a skull, that would have been glorious. Just a push, though. It's good. Still gives us 2 dice here. We've still got the pressure on over here. Okay, this feels better now. That casualties made me feel a little more confident. See, the Dwarf, Sons, Dark Elves, or Necro. I mean, one of those teams is fun. Actually, that's what I quite like. I quite like 3. I quite like 3 of those teams. Just push because it doesn't have block. Not a frenzy trap or anything. Just a push. Okay, so we've got some good punches this turn on some very key players. Because this is still 2 dice thanks to the guard, and he doesn't have block. This is 2. We need to clear him first, and that's 2 into 2. Well, if I pass Dauntless, it's 2 into 2. We get to punch the beer pig. Couldn't have stood next to one of my dwarves with 4-star player points. That's a bit mean. This is a lot of pressure. I think we'll be okay. But this is a lot of pressure. So I think we need to open with this because that's 3 dice and that could be glorious. Then we need to bring this guy down. Didn't die. What a dicing. Yeah, that needs to be a push. We're not following. That means you can come here and you can punch her. Okay, we're back to just rolling nothing. We're back to rolling nothing. There we go. Passes Dauntless. Okay. She's worrying me a little bit. By she, I mean her up there. Good pal. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we might be better here. Don't like this. Oh, I love that though. Oh, I love this even more. Oh, like it less now. Fix Skull OP. Okay, 2 stuns is pretty good this turn. We're kind of now 3 players up for the turn. 7, 8, 9. And I'd be uphill. Oh no, he sits up. Okay. Okay, now I don't think I take it all back. I don't mind now. Hey Yoda, how we doing? I didn't miss the surf. I was actually decided the surf wasn't the best idea there. Dark Elves aren't fun. Dark Elves are fun. I'm playing Dark Elves in your silly league. When I call it your league, well, you're the admin, you know what I mean. Hey, Christopher B. No dwarves. I know, Christopher. I'm an awful human being. I said they won't be back next season. I actually need to have a chat with the New Zealand guys about when they're going to start next season because I did not care about tackle. I had a lot of issues last season. We had a lot of time zoning issues when it gets to New Zealand summertime, British winter time. Actually, made this quite awkward to play in. So I do need to have a chat when the next season. I imagine I'll get one more season in this year, and then I probably won't play when it's British winter time, just because it was. It just got a little awkward. Getting a lot of stuns right now. Where's the blitz? You're currently 2 into maybe 1. We might be better off blitzing him, but I don't see how I get the assist at the moment. Okay, that's annoying. We'll do that 1 dice in a minute then. That means I don't want to move him off because you still need to mark him. I think we just have to do the two into maybe one. Ah, we get the nut power. That's fine. Everything's coming up, Davey. Yeah, exactly, Grave. That became an issue last season, and it was fine. Where I was, sometimes I was playing like 7 a.m. UK time. I would come in, play a game, get the kids ready for stop streaming, get the kids ready for school, and then come back on later. But I think when we get to that point, I probably just need to bow out until the clocks flip back again. The Aussie leagues are like a less of an issue for that because the time zone just isn't quite as bad. Has to be said, Cannonford has had some pretty rough dice. The last reroll gone already. I mean, although, well, I say that they did a lot of dodges through tackle, absolutely fine. Obviously, then 1 in 9 without block, and then rerolled into another skull. And he started thinking about getting the ball off the runner, try and get some more levels. We'll punch the beer pig with the Slayer because the Slayer is 1-star player point from leveling, and we might try and score on good Dwarf Merton. Or we could do the blitz here with good Dwarf Merton. If he gets the kill, then we don't need to score on him, and maybe we could think about scoring on one of the Linos. Decisions. Didn't die. Come on, dwarfs. Punch a bit harder. Oh, good Dwarf Mercer for the level. Gets the level without needing the touchdown. Okay. We'll think about moving the ball then to someone else. Do we try scoring on Dragon? Feels a little risky. He's a little far away. He's only agility 4 up. The Norse slowly disappearing off the pitch, which is nice. Yeah, I think we might try and score on Dragon if we can. Because getting another Lino with something would be good. I've not heard of that one, if I'm honest. I've seen there is a Blood Bowl League Australia. I play in Rebel. I play in the Rebel Australian League. I was playing in the NZBBL Australian League, but there wasn't enough players, and the league format was starting to kill me a little bit. So that's one of the leagues I dropped. Well, maybe we can't. Maybe we can't be so bold as to hand off to Dragon. Maybe we've overstretched ourselves slightly here. Right, so we get some players back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You step into there, you step into there, there's 2 dice there. You can come forwards. You dropped Murder Bowlfish yesterday. Why was that, Linus? I've dropped a few leagues recently. Dropped OCC. Oh, that one hurts. That's their best player. Imagine the Apo's about to get deployed. And started the best league. I mean, yeah. That might be true DRP. That's right, it's alright everyone, she got better. She got better. It's okay. Oh, no, don't do a 6-up dodge. That would be bad. Just in case this goes wrong. Not this bit. But what we're about to do. Yeah, I get. You know what, Linus? I think that's completely fine, and I've had some questions too, personally. I've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we bring the ball here then? No, that'd be terrible. Let's bring the ball here just so you're a little bit closer to the end zone. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I hate High TV Blood Bowl as well, I'll be honest. Okay, that's cool. Oh, that's a 1 and 9, which is fine. Oh, not 1 and 9, sorry, both down, which is fine because we have block. Block is a good skill. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Yeah, it's why I love redraft, and I popped into a stream the other day, and they were saying that redrafts is a horrendous set of rules, and I don't think redraft is. I think redraft's good. The issue I'd have with redraft is I think redraft is a bandage for the bad leveling system that we currently have, and I will be honest, I don't like the leveling system we have. I've been pretty clear with that. I think it's too cookie cutter, and every team ends up looking the same. Like, you know, every team will have a dwarf, every team will have an elf. Almost every team has a fowler. Every team has it just you lose a bit of the magic you used to get, where you know your dark elf Lino would roll agility as his first skill up, and then all of a sudden you've got this like agility 5 ball carrier which you had never planned for, and then that leads to led to some interesting skill ups. Yeah, we'll rush that in a second. So yeah, I'm not a massive fan of the current system. I much prefer the old system. Man, can you kill him? Come on, Prank, kill him. Having said that, I don't think it's terrible, but they're like, oh, redraft's awful. And I'm like, I don't think redraft's awful. Unfortunately, I think redraft's a really, really good thing, even if it's a bandage. Unfortunately, redraft, I'm pretty sure, is just there because they made a bad... They realised the issues with the levelling system, and redraft was the only thing they could think of to fix it. That I don't like. Also, in the ladder, which is their first experience to redraft, I think redraft is... I think the TV level's too low, and you play too many games before you redraft. Yeah. Like... The idea of redraft, Christopher B, I think is actually really good. Keeping TV low. The reasons we have redraft, I think, is bad. So the old leveling system was you roll two dice. If you got a if you got a 2 to 9, you picked a normal skill. If you got a 10, you got movement or armor. If you rolled an 11, you got agility, and if you rolled a 12, you got strength. You could choose not to take those. You could go, I don't want a strength up, and that's fine. You just picked a skill. If you rolled a double, you got to pick a secondary skill. And what it meant that you didn't see every single big guy doesn't have block. Every single every single mummy doesn't have come with like block guard immediately. You don't have every team doesn't have an agility 2 up movement 8 ball carrier with how Infinity Ball works. I just think every team and you had to level. So you leveled when you got to 6, 16, 31, 52, 79 skill points. So unlike this one where you can go, oh, you know what? I want to keep my TV low. I've already got guard on everyone. I'll sit until I get to 20 experience because I've already got guard, and then I'll do a stat when I have to level up. You couldn't do that. You had to keep leveling, and I think it led to a couple. It made leveling really fun because it was like, what are we going to get? It was like a proper mystery box of what are we going to get. It's one of the reasons Rick still randoms a lot because for him that makes the leveling system more interesting, which I completely understand. But you know, it's like, oh, my first skill up on this like human blitzer was agility. He's now agility 2+ in modern terms, agility 4 as it was then. He's now my ball carrier, or he could be the catcher, or okay, if I get another skill, he's definitely getting dodge. So it made more interesting points. Whereas now every team kind of just goes the same way, and it's fine. It's fine. Like, I wouldn't say the current leveling system is fine. I think the old one was good. That's kind of the difference. It did lead a bit swingy though. Yeah, you could roll a double on a dwarf lino. You wouldn't. You'd give him guard or mighty blow because you're still dwarves. But like for dwarves, like the issue dwarves had was once you got 2 skill ups on the linos, every skill up after that kind of felt a little bit of a waste of time. Whereas now you go, oh, I've got mighty blow, I've got guard, I just won't level them, because they're kind of perfect. Whereas the old system forced you to level your players. As I said, don't get me wrong, there were some issues with the old system, 100%. It was not perfect, but it was just more interesting. And I think redraft came in to try and fix that system. And I actually say I don't think redraft's a bad system. I just don't think it's been implemented well in the ladder, unfortunately, and that's most people's first experience to redraft is the ladder. Yeah, MVP used to be 5. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it takes away a lot of the randomness, which is that's a shame. I'm actually happy with that. Yeah, that's happy. It's only badly hurt. It's guaranteed to come back. I'd rather not be playing off 11. And you can. I see. I still call them double skills. Yes, Army Dave. Yeah, every team wasn't min-max, exactly, Linus. That's the thing. You weren't like randoming on players to keep them cheap and then firing and rehiring. There was some firing and rehiring. Like if your mummy didn't get block in the first 2 skills, you probably fired it and got a new one. Should have passed to the the Valk. But yeah, so it just came in people saying like, team. I think teams were more interesting back then. I mean, it wasn't. Yes, you got a +1 agility on your war dancer, and all of a sudden they're jumping into a cage on a 2+ because of the old leap rules. Sure, that could happen, and that could be really frustrating. They got that after their first game. But I'd also say it's more frustrating going like, oh, it's a 10-game-old dwarf team. Sorry, a 10-game-old undead team. I can probably tell you half their skills without even looking at the team. Maybe even more of that. And like stats now I think take too long. Take so long to save up for. Whereas in the old system, you know, you and that was the other one as well. Like the old system, you couldn't just go. You could if you rolled like +1 movement on a catcher, you kind of had to take it because you didn't know if you'd roll it again. Now you just save up. Yeah, you see so many teams that just save for armor because armor used to be 20k, so no one ever used to take it. Whereas now it's 10k, where everyone takes it. Which I don't mind armor being useful, but you know, it's still not. The trapdoors haven't opened, so that's interesting. Oh, yes, they did. They just opened. Okay, I didn't see them. Yeah, you don't see. Yeah, some of the old players were such monsters. I mean, yeah, as I said, there was definitely silly things going on, but I think it was just more interesting. But yeah, I think it's a real shame that people's first experience of redraft is also the ladder because I just don't think they've picked the right number of games and the right TV level. But my first ever redraft, we kind of did what they're doing now. We played a few less games, and everyone hated it, and it very, very, very much quickly became a thing. The general consensus was you need 1400. 1400 makes redraft work, and so so that's pretty much the default now. So to go to 1300 seems a bit. I know it's what the rulebook says, but yeah, the rulebook still says the rulebook also doesn't say it should be an infinity ladder. So. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. So they're still on 11. Okay. The good news for Cannon Fodder is both of these are badly hurt, and they have Apo'd the one serious injury. So, from a team going forward point of view, this does keep them pretty safe. No blitz this turn. This is what we like to call a run bad turn. Makes the pickup. You couldn't get armor crease to the. Yeah, I completely agree with me. The rulebook had never had this kind of Blood Bowl. Never assumed this kind of Blood Bowl would get played. And to be fair, I don't think GW should base their game on Blood Bowl 3 and what Blood Bowl 3 does because well, they're a tabletop miniatures company, they're not a computer game company, and let's go for the beer pig. Can we finally kill him? Finally! It's the wrong player, but we did get him. But that is Star Ferret leveled, so you know, yin yang. That'll be another guard or mighty blow on the team. $1,400 is normally the limit on redraft on every league I've played in. By the first two where we did 1300 and we hated it. 1400 just gives you that little bit extra cash to work with the team. Also, we played 9 to 11 games. Oh, sorry, 7 to 11 games, and we hated 1300. So I can't imagine what it's like after 20 games. Not good would be my my gut feeling on it. I don't remember that card. That sounds awesome. Oh no, I do remember that card. Yes, but yeah. Oh god, Linus, some of the old cards, mate, are wild. There are some good things they've added to the game. There's some bad things they did to the game. Like some of the crazy stuff you used to be able to do was amazing, but. the one I miss was you could play a Chaos Cup, and the winner of the Chaos Cup, one of their players got a mutation. So the first ever league we did, we did that as the option, and my friend's War Dancer got very long legs, so just became a leaping machine. Well, this has got very narrow very quickly, isn't it? Yeah, you got to remember, this is also in the era where there was no journeyman, so if you had 5 players, you played with 5 players. And you could permanently hire star players. And I mean permanently hire. You want Morg on your team? Cool. Cost you like 300,000, 400k, I think it was. He's now on your team forever. Obviously, you can't level. But you have Morg. No Journeyman was awful. Journeyman is one that, even if Journeyman made a change to the game, which I still hate, which is Ogres. The Ogre Blood Bowl team liners used to be 0 to 12 Ogres and 0 to 6 Goblins. But obviously you couldn't have Journeyman Ogres because that would break the game. So they had to. They then swapped it so you had 0 to 8 ogres and 0 to 12 goblins. Yeah, because otherwise your first game would be right. I'm going to fire all the goblins, and I'm just going to run with like 4 or 5, say 6 journeyman ogres. Because I don't care. I've got 11 ogres on the pitch. Good luck. Should follow this, because otherwise I've got a chain on. Not a good chain, but there's a chain on. Let's have a chain. So we can punch here to base the cage here. We might be able to do something fun with that. Unfortunately, Fend is here, which is slightly annoying. It offends me. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Oh, of course, yeah. Actually, that does. Right, I think I have to do the 1D here, which I don't really like, but I really want to free. I want to free up the guard. Okay, we're back to just pushing people again. Yeah, conceding a touch after failing 11 boneheads, yeah. That was for the bad joke. Fair enough. Hey, Kiki, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, that was some wild old stuff. Back when Tomb Kings had 4 mummies, that was great. Frenzy, where you just kept on hitting until you ran out of movement, or one of you fell over. So a witch elf could surf someone from here. One witch elf, push, 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 push. Hey, Dr. Bagusi. Back when Chaos Dwarves had 6 bucks. Well, so the rumours are true, Vale. Dwarves won't be having mass tackle anymore soon, so I wouldn't be too offended. I feel like we might end up with some dice in the ball this turn, unless they can make this dodge. 6. Oh, there's loads of rumours about the new edition DRP. There's been some batshit crazy ones on there, but yeah, talk is Dwarves are getting a rework. Basic, I mean, it's might be people put 2 and 2 together going, well, look what they did to Chaos Dwarfs, surely they're doing that to Dwarfs, and that's basically one of the rumours. And I wouldn't hate that personally. There'd be some other changes I think they'd have to make, but I don't think Dwarfs losing tackle would be horrendous. Or at least mass tackle. And it would... Oh, that's a 1 and 9. Hasn't got block. Rerolls. Into pushes. Right. You fucking idiots. Sorry, I'm in the kitchen because my daughter has a friend over, and so I didn't think it was fair being in the office. And one of the cats just knocked over a mug. My wife's favourite mug. She'll be slightly annoyed. I love our new kittens. Well, they're more cats now than kittens. But my god, the previous owners clearly fed them a lot of normal human food. And they're just machines when it comes, like when it's dinner time. They're just constantly hovering, like what's food available, and there's anything on the side. It's become a real issue. They had got better and they got worse again. Alright, can I make this 2 dice or is it going to have to be 1 dice? You're just standing up. You can double GFI. Okay, we can still do 2 dice, that's fine. So this needs to be a push. That is good enough. That is 1 rush, but that would be a better square to be stood in. In the end, I didn't need the tackle. But it was nice to have it and not need it. Ooh, armor break. Yeah, I do apologise to everyone about that loud noise. They're cute, but my god, they're annoying. Ooh, nice pow. Right, come on, Prank, for a level. Thought he'd done it. Redeemed it on the southboard. You thought it was a new sound effect? No, it's just my cats being fucking idiots. So obviously there's still recovery here for the Norse. This isn't completely over for them. They freed up this guy now. If they make a dodge, he could free up as well. But I'm not. Yeah, you kind of want to get him off because of tackle, but you also kind of need to clear him. Oh, we're doing a 1D. Okay, okay. Fair enough. And gets the armor break. And the stun on Starferret. And they can't clear him, so that at least gives us something to work with. Might have to open 1D there.
This is fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently.
2D there, 1D there. He stands up, he pushes him, then he's free to come in, and then we potentially got the dodge with him. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Are you following or not? You shouldn't follow. No. Okay, that's annoying. So you punch there, you come here. That's probably then. This is now probably the blitz because it gets him involved. And then we just do a 1D here. Try and free him up. Makes the dodge. Is she going to try and pick up the ball? Makes the pick up. Just roll 6s, everyone. Just roll 6s. She should... Pops dodge, then rolls another 6. Just roll 6s, everyone. I mean, we've got a 3+ dodge for 1D on the ball. That doesn't feel terrible. And if we make this 1D here, we can actually make it 2D on the ball. Right. Take the sensible blocks first. I thought he had fend, that's why I was waiting for him to pick. You might as well stand up because you're not going anywhere. Good enough. So part of me wants to blitz with him because of the tackle. But part of me also just really wants to get this on here. Yeah, I mean we're not blitzing with tackle, but makes the dodge. There we go. And that is another removed Norse. That is also now Good Dwarf Merton 100% leveled. Probably should take them both down there actually, because then I would have kept this guy based. Oh, okay. Never mind. No rerolls. 3 turns left. Just roll 6 such good stats when we do it so much. I know, Sisk, I know. You know, it's something when you knock over a death roll or a snotling pump wagon. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have taken that block. Maybe we're fine, just put the pressure here. I mean, they're still in a bad way. We're still 2 players up. Their main ball carrier's on the ground. But it's not that hard. Just knock this guy off now, which is the frustrating bit for us. Actually, it's not that easy to get 2 dice on him. Yeah, it's just a 1D because where the ball is and where he is, that stops him from being able to get 2D on him. This feels like it should be a potato. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you just have to hope he doesn't make the dodge. Makes the pickup. I think you have to potato, don't you? The stage is turn 14. Yeah, full potato. 2, 3, 4, 5. Unfortunately, that's really... Oh, okay. I was about to say, fortunately, that's really not safe. That's fairly safe. I think you need to do both You need to do both rushes. Oh, I forgot to pick this guy up. Oh, well. Right. Is there any way we can make this 2 dice to free him up? Do we even need to do that? No, we don't need to do that. Okay. Cool, cool. Oh, that's not ideal. If only we had a reroll and hadn't burnt it. That's not helping. Oh, what a filthy 1D pal. was dirty as fuck. Hey, Beowulf, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, they're not getting any unless this is the blitz. They're not getting anyone else down here, and then unless you're going to rely on a 3+3+. 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't see how you get out of the. I don't see how you clear the ball. Got a 1D here to make it a 3+. Filthy 1D. But I don't see how you keep the ball safe afterwards. The 3+3+ is probably actually slightly better because it means I can't just that takes this guy out of the game. Obviously, it's riskier because you're adding in a second 1 and 9. So, oh, we're doing the blitz. Oh, okay. Is that better than... Yeah, I guess it's better than 3+3+. Just a push. Oh, I hated that reroll, but it worked. I really hated that reroll. Makes the dodge. Again, just roll 6s, guys. You could score here. Don't score. I say you could score here because I'm not... Oh, fails the rush! Doesn't snake it. I say, yeah, because the odds of me scoring a 2-turn is very, very small. I am playing Dwarves, unfortunately. And we've got some good level ups from this game as well. As well as Dragon's leveled, obviously Star Ferret's leveled, good Dwarf Merton's leveled. We just need Prank to level. Yeah, if I hadn't re-rolled, I shouldn't have re-rolled that skull. If I don't re-roll that skull, we have the re-roll when we hit the ball, when we hit the second time down here, and that could potentially have won us the game. Never mind. Let's run up the middle, don't we? Run one up the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. You blitz there. We do have to GFI once, don't we? 2, 4, 5. 2, 4, 5. Yeah, we have to GFI once. I know what I'm checking. I know we have to GFI once. Just in case they get a blitz, we probably should protect against that. Well, that's slightly annoying. That's also slightly annoying. You're going to need to double GFI, so let's get the ball first. Oh, we failed the pickup. No, never mind. Never mind, we're not scoring. It's going to be a draw unless they fail to knock over this dude, which shouldn't be too hard for them. Well, in fact, they just need to push him back once. 2, 4, 6, 7, yeah. One push and we can't score. So, never mind. Oh well. We will take a draw. Odds and draw scoring over. I say we got good star player points from the game so far. A good MVP here, and this has been a phenomenal game where the team's just really shot up in development. If MVP goes to, if it goes to Lorbell, if it goes to Mafia, Fest wouldn't be awful. Could get a prank, that wouldn't be bad. Yeah, we're or this or him, so get him to yeah. There's a few good MVP things where we could say the development could really shoot up. So when we had a reroll, we'd have done the double rushes first. Cheeky 1D. The old dwarf 1-1. Yeah. And the good news for Cannon Fodder is all of these are badly hurt, so his whole team's back. Oh, not the Slayer. That's a bit rude. He was going to blitz too to try and... oh, he's going to punch too to try and level. Still can. Okay, that's fine. Good. Annoyingly, that also means our one agility free player down here is based, so we don't get a free. Gonna make the pass harder. No, we failed something. The pass. Okay. Pretty pub. Dwarfs uphill, no problem. Yeah, Dwarfs love it uphill. Right, let's see who the MVP goes to. Goes to one of the dwarfs had no skill points, but that again means that just means that we're now even closer to having all the dwarf linos leveled. And just go back to the conversation we had earlier with the levels. This is the time I missed it. This is where, like, oh man, what are we going to get? It was like a bit like a kid at Christmas, where you'd be like, what's it going to be? Whereas now you just go, it's guard, isn't it? It's guard. It's guard. It's mighty blow. Oh, that's not mighty blow. I think it's time we ran a bench. Oh, hang on a second. No. We want another runner. For when we are... Which head is it? Is it that one? That one. No, it's not that one. Which one is it? Is it that one? That's that one. Okay. And the slightly cooler shoulder pads. Cool. So that puts us... keeps us up with this group here. We've still got the Necromantic still have to play, which I think was... but now we have played these three. Who's our other game against? So we've played Rivet. So we've played these three and these lizards, which, going by the league table, you would argue we then have 3 easier games to round out the schedule. So we're still very much in the hunt for the top. I think it's top 2 and the 2 best third places make the playoffs. So we're still in the hunt. The Necro's probably gone. We're probably looking at best third place. But if we can get 2 wins and a draw from the last 3 games, I'd be pretty confident we make the playoffs. What's happened to these guys? A lot of randoming. Good random. Fairly good random. Not such a good random. Dirty player. Yeah. Looks like they've had a rough time of it. The Black Hooks could be scary, though. Although they've only got 1 block so far. We probably want to get them sooner rather than later. And then the Dark Elves. Oh, I hate it when people do this. We've got to look for the whole roster. So Blitzer, Blitzer, Blitzer and Blitzer. Just even out. And Unpainted. Come on. Good name, though, Nutters. What's the question here? What would love to see a Dwarf Slayer team. Oh, Dwarf Slayer team could be fun. I imagine next edition we're going to see a load of teams. Right, YouTube, come back tomorrow for match day 5, where we keep on our push for the playoffs. Until then, have a good day and goodbye.